What happens when someone is welcomed into a community and then betrays it?
So, AllieRoseCo trademarked a popular phrase in the Bookish community. The phrase was "hot girls read."
What was her motive?
Why did she do it?
How did the Bookish community react?
Hi, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Tasha. We'll be talking about this publishing pickle in today's episode of the Publishing Queens podcast.
So, who is AllieRoseCo? Well, AllieRoseCo is a graphic designer. She has a really strong social media presence. And as you can see from this side or this side, I'm not sure where it's going to be when I put it. But as you see from her website, she has been, she creates a lot of different merch and a lot of different items for sale. And she's a very successful graphic designer on social media. She's had a very good, strong social media presence.
And in 2023, she apparently discovered books and became a reader. And then she also started designing and selling merch with the phrase "hot girls read" on it.
Which is also a very popular phrase across the bookish community.
And so examples of her AllieRoseCo Bookish merch are bookmarks. Because
obviously, yes. And I mean, she's done a lot of advertising of this on her Instagram. So we're actually looking at pictures from her Instagram about the different things she's advertised. So yeah, the bookmarks she created, Hot Girls Read, they look fairly straightforward to me, very text-based.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hot girls or books on there, just this phrase, Hot Girls Read.
I suppose everybody's, because everybody redesigned their logos to be really simple, didn't they, over the last couple of years? So I suppose this is indication of the same trend. It's just
possibly,
very simple things written on things. I suppose it's also very easy to do because it literally takes 5 minutes to put that on a.
Yeah, I don't think she even did. I'm not sure. I don't think she designed that font. I think she took a standard font.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty standard. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So bookmarks. She started with bookmarks, and then if we look further in her Instagram posts, the next one I can see there's piles of t-shirts, and I'm not sure if that's the same font. It probably is the same font, but I couldn't tell you because since they're all folded.
The G's the same. I can see a G, and the G is the same. So I suspect it's the same font.
Yeah. So then of course she did branch out a little bit with her, well, I think into gingham, looking at this next post, which is Hot Girls Read. It's a bookmark. It's a little square bookmark. And I can barely read Hot Girls Read, to be honest. It's not a very good background for that. It needs something to be a bit more in the forefront, but it's very, I don't know what she was going for there. It looks like it's the same font.
Yeah.
And it's green and blue.
Yeah, I could live without that one. Oh, and then there's more t-shirts.
Oh no, they're not t-shirts. They're sweatshirts, I think.
Sweatshirts. They do look like a very nice material. That does look like a very nice. It looks like very soft. Looks like you would just go up and do this a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, looks like the same font. Again, very font, but it's very word based. Again, no pictures or even emojis or anything like that. It's just the text.
Yes. And then apparently she's also got cropped tees and short sleeve t-shirts, and they're originally crews, whatever that means. I mean, I'm assuming that's a type of top.
Probably the neck or something, isn't it? I'm not familiar with.
It's the round one, isn't it?
The crew neck tops, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know they were called crews. That's a new shortening for me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's her. Those are her products, the ones that she's been doing rather well with, or selling from her shop and advertising on Instagram. Good for her.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad. Small businesses, glad you're making money. But then she did the unforgivable as far as a lot of people are concerned. She trademarked that phrase. And she didn't just trademark the phrase, she didn't trademark it as the font and the phrase. Oh no, she trademarked it all the way across for all of those products.
She say what the United States Patent Office and Trademark Office actually say about what a trademark is actually designed to be. So it can be any word, symbol, design, or a combination of any of those things that identifies your goods and services. So it's how it's linked to your goods and services. It's how customers recognize you in the marketplace and distinguish you from your competitors. So this is about how it's different, how you make things different.
Because it identifies the source of your goods or services, and the source is your brand. It's your company. So it needs to link back and tell people that if they see this, they know it's yours. And it provides legal protection for your brand so other people can't just go off. So you can't go off and go, hello, I'm Coca-Cola. Because Coca-Cola will come down on you from a great height and protect their trademark. That's what trademarking does. And it also helps you guard against people counterfeiting your goods and causing fraud on people who think they're buying from you.
Yeah. But it is a misconception that having a trademark means you legally own a particular word or phrase. And you can't, and that means you can prevent other people from using that phrase. What it's doing is you don't have rights over the word or phrase in general. You only have control of how that word or phrase is used with your specific goods or services.
But I really think somebody should tell Disney that, because they have tried suing people for using phrases that are common phrases because it sounds like it comes from a Disney movie. So yeah. Sometimes people with trademarks do like to overstep, and then you have to prove it in court, and it seems to be very, very frustrating for a lot of people.
Yeah. So anyway, in 2024, AllieRoseCo applied for and was granted in February 2026 a trademark of the words "hot girls read" in a lot of different niches, including bookmarks and t-shirts. And I'm putting the trademark application from the website where it was granted in February.
The thing is, though, if you look at it, it seems to break its own rules, because it says they can do it in any font, and it's and sort of and on all of these different things. But that seems to go against their own rules, because if it's not in a particular font, how can it be just that particular person's?
Well, the way it works actually is she has applied for this trademark in a number of on things. So she said bookmarks, t-shirts. We'll see slightly later on. She says what areas she's got the trademark for.
But it does still seem to. I mean, because it's not an uncommon phrase. So and lots of other people also have it on these things. So they should never have granted it in the first place. It's almost as if their trademark office doesn't do due diligence.
Well, because there's a period when you put the application in, and once it's gone in, there's a period of I think it's about 3 months, afterwards, where it can be challenged.
Yeah, but the only problem is, how are you supposed to know?
Well, that's the thing. AllieRoseCo did not mention that she got this trademark until June 2026, which is after the window for objections has closed. Now, I'm not making any assumptions as why she did that, but one has to wonder why. I mean, there is actually a process for having a trademark revoked. We'll talk about that later, because you can challenge trademarks. But it's quite clear that by trademarking this phrase, she wanted to own this phrase and be the only person allowed to sell merch with this phrase on in those particular areas.
Which is ridiculous. Lots of other people were doing it before she was.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Did she invent the phrase hot girls read? The answer is no, she didn't. I mean, there's plenty of evidence of it being used in the early 2000s. If you see Aspen in the Moment, where I watched her vid, go and see that. It's linked below, where she talks about this. She actually went and actually researched how far back she could find the phrase hot girls read used in general on the internet. And she found it as early as 2009. And it probably goes back even further, but this is in writing, Googling it. This is what she found.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, it goes back a long way. There's a lot of prior use of this phrase. It is not unique to AllieRoseCo.
And Megan Italian tried to trademark hot girl so and so and hot girl summer. But some of the big names had already used it on stuff. So surprising enough, she wasn't allowed to have that trademark, even though she was actually the one that came out with that song.
And she originated that phrase, yeah. I mean, it did come out of Hot Girl Summer. And it's Hot Girl Summer. Pretty specific phrase, you'd have thought. But she wasn't granted the general trademark for that because it is a general use phrase. That's what they were saying. And in the end, she did, I think she applied 3 times, to get, and she only ended up getting a trademark on that phrase linked to entertainment, not on goods and things. So anyone can put Hot Girl Summer on whatever they like, apparently, and she doesn't have the rights.
I mean, let's face it, though. You cannot. It's like you can't copyright the title of a book. So why can you trademark the title of a song? I mean, I could understand if it was in a particular font in a particular way on things, and say, yeah, this is my brand. I had this designed. This is like my logo. I can understand why you can trademark that. I can't understand why you can trademark a phrase. Full stop. It's just a bit silly.
No. Yeah, because I mean, going back to Hot Girls Read. Hot Girls Read is a common phrase. It was not originated by AllieRoseCo. She's not claiming she originated it. And nor is it uniquely associated with her business. 2 of the precursors for it being a trademark.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a specific form. So, as already mentioned, she announces this in June on her Instagram.
Yep.
So should we read the announcement?
Oh, yes. Do you want me to read it or you're going to read it?
You can read it.
Okay. This is AllieRoseCo. Hot Girls Read is officially ours. 3-ish years ago, after I started reading more consistently and finally started to love to read, I put HGR on some bookmarks and cruise, and the rest is freaking history. In the least corny way possible, that little phrase changed my life and changed the entire course of my business in a way I never saw coming. I love that because of those 3 words, a lot of you found me, and I love talking about books with you. This is for the freaking girls. And she's got a little TM there. It's only right to celebrate with a big old HGR drop, the biggest mock neck drop ever, coming next Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. I'd love to celebrate with you because this is thanks to you, with a few emojis that I can't actually see properly. I think they're celebration emojis. And so she timed it with a merch drop. But Why does she think this is for the freaking girls?
It's for her. It's not for the freaking girls. It's for it's just for her. If you're trying to claim something as yours that you know, and I assume she knows that lots of people have been using it, otherwise she wouldn't have tried to trademark it. Why do you think you've got a right to trademark something like that at that time? But actually, this post didn't exactly slip by, but there's one that comes later that again I'm going to put in up above that
just
really
made
took
it
the
worse.
biscuit, and it's how people reacted. So on her Instagram again, I think this is celebratory, of course, but I also want to very gently, with peace and love, say that I officially have the trademark for Hot Girls Read in the following categories. This is what we mentioned earlier: bookmarks, stickers, notebook covers and book covers, notepads, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and hooded sweatshirts. And then in smaller font, note this, smaller font, it says, I've seen HDR on lots of items from other businesses that follow me. So if that is you, please remove those listings from your site as soon as possible. With love. With love.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's the arrogance. That's what it is. It's the arrogance that got people. I mean, it's like, oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, it's the with love. I'm sorry, but passive aggressive much. I love people, but I'm going to go after you. I mean, that's not saying I'm going after you, but that's saying I'm going after you if you don't remove these things that I've now trademarked that I never told you about and that you've been using for years, probably before I started using them. Oh, yeah. It's okay. So Hot Girls Read Success and Hypocrisy. Okay, yes. So AllieRoseCo had success like others, selling merch with Hot Girls Read on it. Fair enough. Everybody can share in that. That's not a problem until she started trying to trademark it.
Yeah.
But she does talk about she was struggling and Hot Girls Read actually really helped her. Selling that merch kicked everything off for her. Well done, girl. We're really behind you. Small business. You keep doing it. But then her response to struggling and then finding success within this Bookish community was to claim part of that community that had welcomed her and been happy to support her and to take it for herself and say, it's mine now, you can't have it, I've trademarked it.
Because it's like, and she
lovely
knew other
behaviour.
people were, she clearly already knew other people were using it. Because she mentions that she's seen other merch with it on, and it's like, then it wasn't yours, was it? If everybody else is using it and has been using it for ages, and talk about tone deaf. I mean, it's like how to destroy your brand in one easy step. I mean, because the thing is, if she had trademarked AllieRoseCo, that's entirely different because that's her. But she was trying to she trademarked a phrase other people were already using, and it's like no. And also the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy, because she was already selling unlicensed merch for other people's brands on her site. There have been there were things.
Can we just say these have been deleted now?
Oh yes, they're gone
because
now.
As soon as people started pointing out she created unlicensed merch and was then trying to lock down something that she didn't have the license for. Clearly, she's taken these down. So the screenshots we've got, again, these are thanks to both Aspen in the Moment and Laura Ray Says. So thank you very much for these, because I wouldn't have found them otherwise, because they're all gone.
Yes, because she was selling bookmarks for Throne of Glass, Heated Rivalry, A Court of Thrones and Roses, Abby Jimenez. I see these things written down, and I don't hear them very often. Books, and even Taylor Swift. So yeah, I mean, if you want the great gods of trademark to jump on you from a great height, there's a good way to start.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sharing some of the images of the merch above, but can you also notice that the theme she's using is actually Pantone? I don't know if they've got a right to that layout, the different colour swatch layout, but again, it's not even original for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is borrowed somebody else's art or somebody else's inspiration and has used somebody else's layout to do it. So I mean, those bookmarks, she's got bookmarks which have got the different colours, and they may be, I mean, she may have taken those from the front covers of books and thought, I'm not sure whether that's actually Pantone's, but it's Pantone's layout. That looks like a Pantone colour swatch.
Yeah.
Which might be quite a fun thing to do, but it's not exactly original.
But anyway, and as you can imagine, this didn't go down very well, did it? There was a little bit of backlash. Let's say, well, this big. It was okay. Yeah, but yeah, there was a lot of backlash.
Yeah, it's pretty immediate too.
Yes.
Once people saw that post, the please take your merch down post, it came up on Threads again. Thanks to Laura Ray Says for some of the screenshots of these. I mean, she's on Threads. I'm afraid I'm not on Threads, but she shared this on her post. So go and check out her video as well. She's got much more information on this. But people were really discussing it, and they were disgusted. I mean, they were. One of the things is Hockey Smart Book Club said, if you're wondering who trademarked one of the most common and uninclusive terms in the book industry, it's AllieRoseCo, and she tagged her. Just keep in mind who you're supporting, i.e. people were not happy about this. They did not want to support her anymore. If way to destroy your business, get people to really react badly. Someone also pointed out that it's like trying to trademark Hot Girls Read is like trying to trademark a phrase like raining cats and dogs, or even happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's really you do have to wonder about how they granted that anyway. But so there was lots of conversations. People were wondering how it was even granted, because she would have had to have shown it was uniquely associated with her brand, and I'm not sure how she did that.
I'm assuming that she just put in. She just showed her merch, I suspect. I mean, you do get
Probably.
the feeling that with some trademarks, if nobody goes, "Hey, we're using this too," they just go, "Oh yeah, okay." And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just tick all the boxes and then it's through. Because let's face it, if you pay the money, they'll give you the thing. Don't get me onto copyright.
No, we're not going there.
Don't get me onto copyright.
Okay, but anyway, but people were really pissed at this. I mean, they saw it as I think we think it is, Tash. They saw it as a money grab, and it also a way of preventing other people, other small businesses, from earning their living.
Yep.
The reaction was quite. Michelle Khalil, who is an author. Again, I'll put her links down in the description, and also I'll put her user from Threads. She does romantasy and fantasy. She started a GoFundMe. Again, I'll post the pictures from this. To trademark AllieRoseCo, because people realised she may have trademarked this very common phrase. She hadn't trademarked her own company name. So, and yes, people are very petty.
Yeah, but they did sort of. It's all right. They didn't actually do that in the end, because they probably wouldn't have got it anyway. But that would have been a waste of money. But because they spoke to a trademark attorney and advised them to not do that, but to submit a cancel petition for the trademark instead, which is much more sensible. And they did actually raise quite a lot of money, $2,000 in 3 days. So a lot of people were very unhappy. And then they used that to pay for submitting a trademark petition to cancel it, and then donated the extra money they had over to the Trevor Project. So it all went to a good cause, let's face it.
As well as this kind of response. There was also some very interesting and biting, shall we say, commentary on what was happening. So I'm going to play one now.
So yesterday I was really excited to make this announcement that I was protecting my company, which is AllieRoseCo, and we make stickers that are very unique and interesting and kind of look like everything on Redbubble. Trademarked.
Look like everything on Redbubble.
I think a lot of confusion is coming from people are like, well, people have said good morning before. And yes, but also,
oh yeah, good
like
morning.
not
That's a nice
in
common
the
phrase.
way
That could be trademarked.
I trademarked it, which is to say for money.
That's a good one. I like that. That's funny. It's the passive-aggressive sarcasm that's just absolutely spot on, and it just underlines this whole situation.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact that she picked good morning deliberately. Well done to Erin Hatma. Sorry, I'm trying to read her name at the bottom. But yeah, that was a great commentary, wasn't it? I think very well done.
Yep.
Very droll, very dry,
spot on.
And I know she's not Brit, but that's quality, that is. But that's because that was a funny commentary, which is why I picked it to share here, because I thought she did very well. But there were a lot of more angry. There's much more no way this isn't right commentary as well. So it was a lot of different reactions, but most people were going, I mean, even that one, it was a no. What do you think you're doing? So that's how everybody reacted. People were not happy. We had people being petty, but then also turning that into something constructive. And we have people who were just making commentary.
Yes. I mean, this is everywhere at the moment in the Bookish community. This is everywhere at the moment in the Bookish community.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it. And it's like, yeah.
But Ali Rose did respond.
And she deleted her original announcement, didn't she? She deleted the original.
Yes.
But it's far too late. Far too late.
Yeah, because I mean, she deleted it, but it was way too late. The damage has been done, I think. I think we can safely say she's already lost thousands of followers on Instagram. But she did post an explanation first. Her first response was to try and explain what she'd done and why. And she also so first of all, she said I've seen and read a lot of people's anger about me trademarking Hot Girls Read, so I want to chat about it and clear some things up the best I can. Go on then, girl, let's hear what you said. I filed this trademark to protect my products from others copying it. Well, since you copied a common phrase, that's kind of tough
in a bog standard font.
Yeah, so I mean, she says which is common to do when selling products. Yeah, not when it's a standard phrase everyone's using it. It's not.
No.
If you wanted to trademark it, you should have done a nice design your own font, design your own logo, and put it in something that you could have actually trademarked and said that's mine. You can't nick it.
Yeah, because if you take a common phrase and you do something spectacular with it to make it unique, and that is your brand, and you put it on stuff, you can trademark that. But you can't tell people who are using the same phrase with a different font then that they can't use it. Whereas in this case, you told everybody that they couldn't use the phrase at all. Which, no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
no.
Yeah, let's carry on. She said, I was advised to trademark it when it initially started to gain traction from the bookmarks and sweatshirts in 2023. At that time, I didn't see anyone with apparel or bookmarks that said Hot Girls Read, although I'm not at all denying that they existed. Well, that's a get out of jail, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
Due
sorry.
diligence much?
I mean, the first thing you do when you're deciding on something like a company name or anything like that is check the internet.
Yeah, I mean, we spent ages
trying to come up.
But for our publishing companies, Wittegen Press, we spent a long time looking to find something unique, because it wasn't Wittegen Press to start with, but they'd all gone. So when we went with Wittegen, because Wittegen is actually a phrase in the language we created for our magic users in the Hall of Mysteries, which we made up, so we knew it had to be unique. But even that is a town, I think, in Germany.
Yeah, and when Soph says we made up the language, what she means is she's the language geek and she made up the language, and then I had to figure out how to use it. But yes, so that's in case you were wondering, that's where our company name comes from. It is actually a phrase in a magical language, just so you know.
Okay, carrying on with AllieRoseCo, she carries on saying, since the trademark went through, I haven't come after any small businesses, bookstores that sell products, saying HDR, asking them to take anything down directly. So she's saying she hasn't done that directly. What was that statement about? The Instagram post about?
No. She says she does. She says she did the statement, but she said she didn't contact anyone directly. But there were people on Threads, I believe, claiming that they got takedown notices.
Oh, we've seen them because AllieRoseCo has a lot of fans, and I think some of her fans may have taken it on themselves to tell people to take things down. This is speculation. We do not know what's going on here, but I'll post some of the screenshots of I'll post one screenshot of someone getting a it's not a takedown notice, it's a message saying this is trademarks now, so I think you might want to take it down. There's no legal, it's not like a cease and desist, which is what you need officially for trademarks. It's someone going, yeah, this belongs to AllieRoseCo now, stop selling this merch.
Because last time I heard, they didn't actually have any pictures of that, but that must have come after what I was seeing. So some people have actually posted the proof now. Okay.
Yeah. So AllieRoseCo carries on. I did post a story outlining the categories I have the trademark in, giving a heads up that those items are included. And I asked if you have HDR items in those categories to take them down from your site. So she didn't do it directly, but she did it on Instagram. So lovely. Yeah. There have been businesses that copied my work in its entirety. Bad luck. Join the rest of the world, I expect. And the message was for them, although I see why it seemed like it came from a place of aggression or malice towards other small businesses that I was not referring to. Well, you might have been specific then.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't leave out businesses. If you've trademarked it, you'd have to defend it from everyone.
Yeah, when she keeps going, my message wasn't clear and I don't like the way it sounded. The goal is and was not meant to come after small businesses. Well, you did. Bad luck there. Scattergun approach will have that effect. I don't intend to do that whatsoever. This trademark was simply to protect myself. Wow.
But, I mean, yeah. I mean, because you
I can see why the explanation didn't go down well.
Yeah.
That didn't help. I have to say, that explanation did not help.
Well, because it literally does not make sense. Because if you have a trademark, you have to defend it or you lose it. So if you're letting the little guy over here get away with it, even though you want to go after the people over here, then you're still not defending it with these people, so they can claim that you didn't defend it, so you don't keep the trademark. I mean, keeping trademarks, it's not cheap.
It's expensive. No.
Yeah.
It's time and money to defend a trademark. If you invest in a trademark, I think the last time I knew about this, so that my information is way out of date because I haven't worked for a company that cared about trademarks or copyright or anything like that for years. But they do say it was about 10 grand a year per trademark or per thing you want to defend in court, because of that's averaging things out. And that was in the early 2000s, so it's probably an awful lot more expensive now to defend your trademark or and stop people.
And let's face it, if somebody doesn't stop and you've sent them a cease and desist and you have to take them to court, it's going to cost you a lot more than that.
It is, yeah.
So this is all about fear-mongering, a lot of it.
Well, yeah, because if she wasn't going to defend the trademark and not going to go after the small businesses, why apply for it in the first place?
Yeah.
And what's it going to achieve? If you're not going to tell everybody you can't use this now, why don't you just carry on doing the live and let live in the indie space, where lots of people use that phrase, but they do it differently.
Yeah.
Just do it differently from other people.
Yeah. I mean, she's trying to say that she was trying to stop people copying her merchandise. The problem with that is she didn't trademark her merchandise. She trademarked the phrase in any font or style. So she wasn't trademarking her merchandise. She was trademarking the phrase. That's two different things.
Yep. Anyway, there was a second response, and this time it was a bit better. So the cancellation petition in the end wasn't needed because AllieRoseCo submitted a withdrawal of the trademark herself. And she posted an apology, an announcement of the cancellation and an apology, which we're going to watch now. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I want to talk about my trademark. First and foremost, the trademark is being surrendered. It is in the process of being filed right now to be abandoned. I want to say that it does take time for that to go through, so it's not going to show up automatically, but the paperwork has already been filed. But more importantly, I want to say I'm so sorry to every small business that I harmed in doing this. The decision was made more as like a business strategy decision than a human being decision.
So
and
she made a business
I take full accountability
decision
for that. That was entirely wrong on my end. I hear you and I take that on the chin 100%. I want to clear up within the last week, I've seen a lot of screenshots and messages from people saying that I sent them a cease and desist or I sent them a message on Etsy to remove any Hot Girls Read items. I want to say none of those came from me because that was not my intent. I have not sent any of that since all this started.
Somebody sent those cease and desists.
As for the Hot Girls Read apparel that I have on the shelves, it is currently up on my site with all profits being donated to 2 different charities, Room to Read and Read and Feed, which I also have linked in my bio.
At least she's donating profits to charity now.
And I just want to say once again, I'm so sorry. This is my way of trying to right my wrongs that I do understand should not have been wrongs in the first place. And at the end of the day, I care most about community over anything when it comes to my business.
That felt a little bit scrabbly to me. Oh my God, what have I done? I've made a mistake. At least she apologized.
She did.
And said sorry.
And she did say that she didn't actually try and blame it on anybody else. She did actually make the apology. So you've got to say that. I think it was I do think she really regrets it. That wasn't an apology that wasn't an apology going, I'm being made to apologize now. That was an apology where it's clear that she really is regretting this.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's very clear. She knows she's made a mistake. I mean, some people have, I think, I haven't seen a lot of this, but I think some people suggested people need to forgive her. But mostly, I think people have thought, what on earth was she thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, this was an active, agreed. It was greed. It was, this is mine now. I've got control of this. This is I can make money from this. When it was a shared resource.
It's a very late capitalist reaction to something, isn't it? I'm going to make it mine, and I'm going to make lots of money out of it. And tough, you don't get to make money out of it.
Yeah, it's mine now. It's not yours. You can't play with my football. It's my football.
I mean, the thing is, if she'd actually put out proof that somebody had stolen her entire brand,
yeah,
because I have seen on Instagram and on TikTok and things where some people have literally copied an entire brand. Especially lifestyle influencers, you get somebody literally copying their videos, and there's nothing they can do about that. They can't get the other account taken down. So if she'd put that out there and shown, look, this is what I was trying to protect against. I wasn't thinking about the other ones, but she hasn't. There's none of that out there. It's all hypothetical.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's very much someone suggested this because they said you better get in front of this and protect your brand, but she didn't go about it the right way, really. I mean, again, we were talking about making it if you had a look, if you had something that you could hang your hat on, and people were trying to steal that, but it wasn't her phrase in the first place.
If you see Coca-Cola or Disney, if you see their font, you know exactly who it is.
It's them. Yeah, and they probably spent an awful lot of money designing that font.
Yes,
and that look.
Nobody would have cared, even if she hadn't designed the font and just had it in that font, that way or vertically. If she just had those, nobody would have minded. I'm sure that would have been fine if it said this font is mine now, unless she'd pinched it for somebody else, but I don't think she has.
Yeah,
because she is a graphic designer, so I suspect she did the layout all carefully by herself. And if she'd done that and it was a particular font, then that would have been fine, because that would have been her brand. But it was the phrase. It was just trying to take the phrase away from everybody else. It was just like
and it was the fact it was that message with love. Please take your merch down now because I own it with love. That's not with love, mate. If you
that's with extreme prejudice. And that really, really, really annoyed everybody. That was her trying to guilt people into taking it down.
Yeah,
with love. It's like that's like bless you in a southern accent, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, bless you,
heart.
honey.
It's like
bless your little heart.
Yeah. It's like
be scared. Be very scared. Yeah.
Yes.
It's also I think it's the blinkered approach. The fact that she was already borrowing other people's inspiration and stuff for her own merch. That they're gone now. She's taken them down, but she hadn't taken them down before she announced the trademark. It was only after people started pointing out the hypocrisy of that that she took them down.
Yeah.
Does that mean she's never going to make those kind of bookmarks again? That kind of bookish merch inspired by Akatar and things like that? She's not going to do any of that again. I don't know. Probably, I doubt she'll go anywhere near that for a while.
Yeah, I suspect what she really, really needs to do now is prove that she has in fact taken this all on board, and prove to the community that she is. I mean, I think that's what the charity giving is all about.
Papa always said, you forgive people for their actions when they do something wrong, but you don't forget it. And he wasn't talking about you shove it in their faces ever after. What he was meaning is they should be learning lessons from their actions, but you should be looking out for the fact that they've done this before.
Yeah. And if they do it again, and that's it's basically fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, it is.
It's that type of thing.
Because we do have to remember that it was a pretty selfish money-grabbing act to trademark that. And actually, although it was very naive as well, because she clearly had no concept of what maintaining that trademark was going to cost as well.
Or not what just, the backlash was going to be.
Well, I think that's another cost, isn't it? That was what the big problem was. I mean, she's actually really hurt her brand with this. Although, I mean, her website still looks pretty good, and it does state very clearly where she's selling the Hot Girls Read merch, that all the proceeds are going to go to the two charities that she mentioned in her vid. But yeah, so I mean, I am quite a forgiving person. I mean, it doesn't actually directly impact me because I didn't have that merch out, so I wasn't bitten by that. But we have been involved in a trademark issue, haven't we, Tash?
Yes, many moons ago.
Yeah.
When we back in 2012, we did in honor of the Olympics. We released a story a day all the way throughout July. And then after we'd done that, we released it to on website.
Yeah, it was called the Wittegen Press Giveaway Games.
Yes. And then afterwards, we came back and we re-edited everything because, this was a story a day, so some of them were a little bit ropey in places. We came back and we re-edited them and we put them into anthologies. And then we released all of the anthologies onto Amazon. And one of them we called Romantica. Well, it turns out that somebody already had that trademarked. And we got a very polite little email saying, "Excuse me, I have this trademarked." And we went, "Oh, okay, sorry, we didn't know that." And so we just changed the title to Romantics because, one letter. Not very easy. Didn't have to change huge amounts of titles on the cover. But of course, we were dealing with ebooks. So it was very easy for us. We're not talking, so it wasn't physical media.
We hadn't got a whole bunch of printed media, no.
No, that would have made it much harder. And of course, the way that this problem was for people is all those people have already got the physical media out there. This is bookmarks and T-shirts and everything. So if we'd had that printed on loads of stuff, we'd have lost a huge amount of money. So you've got all these small businesses who were looking at losing ridiculously large amounts of money if these cease and desists came along. So we were lucky in that area.
Yeah, although I do have to say, I didn't feel very happy and comfortable about it when it happened. I mean, it was horrible when it happened. I thought, because we thought it was we didn't expect this to be a unique thing, because it's a combination of romance and erotica, which is why we call it Romantica. But I did actually do a little Google of the trademark Romantica just to see what's going on now, because this was 2012. I couldn't actually find anything about books.
No,
but it wasn't. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was another author.
It was.
But there's a lot of company names with Romantica in the title. And there were some very odd ones as well. Most of them defunct, but the one linked to vinegar, of all things, a Canadian trademark linked to vinegar, which I would be intrigued to find out where that came from.
Yeah.
But this was all, of course, before as well, the whole cocky in book titles. Again, debacle, look at Aspen in the Moment for more information, because she goes into this in a lot of detail. I think I completely missed this.
I didn't. I saw that go down. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. You saw
this one go down?
Oh yeah, it was all over YouTube at the time.
Yeah, basically someone had trademarked the word cocky in book titles. So and it's mainly erotica, wasn't it? So cocky teachers, cocky. It was mainly sports, I think, wasn't it? Cocky hockey and stuff like that. Probably because it rhymes. But someone had tried to trademark that and was trying to stop everyone else putting it in their titles, which again, you can't do.
No, but I believe this time, when they looked at the trademark, it was for a particular font.
Okay.
At least I seem to remember that in the back of my mind. Somebody was saying it was actually a trademark for a particular font. Right. But anyway, there was prior art, a lot of prior art. So yeah, that trademark got beaten. I mean, every now and then somebody does, in the bookish community, somebody does something remarkably stupid like that.
Yeah, AllieRoseCo was not the first person to do this, not the last. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who it has authors behaving badly. I'll have to look it up and put the link somewhere. But her stuff is fantastic. The way she talks about who's offended who this week, basically, and what, because there's an awful lot of people. I mean, some people, it's like they say never read your comments and never at least never respond to comments and reviews the stuff as an author, because you'll only just, you shouldn't be in reader spaces, I think is the advice for authors. And we might look, but we're not gonna respond.
Oh no, I did get an amazing 1-star review once. It told me the book was full of lies and terrible things, and I'm going, well, yes, it's fiction. But I didn't respond to it. I mean, it's like, I didn't respond. I so wanted to respond to it. Well, yes, it's fiction, and it's about vampires. Which bit did you not get? But it's like okay. I mean, that type of review makes you laugh. But
there's some reviews on Bonds of Fire where they just got the wrong end of the stick, and it goes of, I'm not going to respond to this. I'm the author. They can work it out between them. If they got it. They misinterpreted the age of characters and all sorts of things. I just take it as advice, how people can react, and I just try not to do anything that offends people or annoys people.
Yeah, just generally just try and be a good person. That's always a
Who is it that says don't be a dick? There's someone who has a saying, don't be a dick, and I can't remember who said it. Again, I'm gonna have to go Google that and find out. But there is someone that has that as their saying, and I agree.
And yeah. If you just go through life and don't be a dick, it's always a good way to I mean,
live and let live, people.
Don't be a dick. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Yeah.
Don't be a dick. That's just the best way to be, frankly. And don't be greedy.
Yeah, don't be greedy, yeah. So everybody, I mean, we're not being greedy. We just like you to come and listen to our podcast and come buy our books, please. We're authors. We love it when people buy our books. We would love to buy our books.
Can you comment too? That would be lovely. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and like and subscribe, please.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's us for today.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.